DTI fam, what's good? New year, new me. New resolutions, new goals, new dreams. Because it's a new year and I can finally start. It's like, that's all bullshit. You know I hate New Year's resolutions. But I do love a good new year. Because there is this sense of energy, there is this excitement, there is this charisma and passion, this drive that people exude. And so it does excite me because it gives me hope that people will go after their dreams, that this might truly be what they needed to just step foot, take action, and go after what they want in this life. But I just hope that come the end of January, more people are sticking to it than that aren't. That's why I hate the resolutions. That's why I hate all this stuff, is because the new year comes and everybody's finally going to start. But then come the second or third week of the year, people are falling off. People aren't sticking with things. And so this is why, and I'm figuring all this out this year, this is why I absolutely love habits. Because habits help build a foundation. And if you don't have a foundation set, if you don't have a platform set, if you don't have a baseline set, then no matter what you say, whether it's the beginning of the year, the middle of the year, or the end of the year, no matter what you say, that will not come true. It will not happen. You will burn out. You will give up. You will stop going after it. Because we have to build a foundation in order to build something off of it. So let's just put it into context. There's construction companies out there that build things all over the world, whether it's a big skyscraper or a house. And guess what is the first thing they do? They build the foundation to then build something upon, to build something on. So without a strong foundation, you will not be able to build something that will last. So this is just my perspective on it. And so as I'm coming into this new year, I see less people talking about resolutions, but more people talking about vision boards. More people outline what the entire year looks like. So then I began to think like, Freddie, why aren't you making a vision board? Why aren't you outlining your entire year? What are the pros to do that? What are the cons to do that? Why haven't you thought of it? Why haven't you done it? And then it brought me back, and to me, it's the same bullshit as a resolution. We put all these things down. It's the same thing as a list. We put these things down on a resolution, a vision board, a social media post. We make this checklist. But then that excitement fades. That drive fades. That charisma and passion fade. Because life gets busy again. Life gets crazy. We go back to work. We get home late. There's darker nights nights right now earlier than like the summertime. And so the reason that I'm not building a vision board, the reason that I'm not making a huge social media post, the reason that I'm not making all these resolutions is because 2025 is going to be an extension of what I've already been doing, what I've already done, what I'm already working towards. Because 6 years ago, I was the lowest I've ever been. Today, I feel amazing. Because I've built the foundation over the last years. So what I did in 2022 was just an extension into 2023. But how can I get better? 2023 was an extension into 2024. But how can I get better? 2024 is going to be an extension into 2025. But how can I be better? And so that's what I've been focusing on, is how can I be better? Because all the things that I was doing last year, I want to continue to do this year. My pillars that I talk about all the time: fitness, family, faith. There's areas of improvement. They're still really important. There's still things I want to go after. There's still things I want to master. But not only that, like the goals that I have for DTI in the business, it's still going on. But how can I get better? It's still happening, but how can I improve? The Ironman, training's still going on. Training's still happening, but how can I improve? Travel is still going on, it's still happening, but how can I improve? My professional life is still happening, but how can it improve? And so the way that I view the new year, it's an extension into what you are already working at. Because if you have the foundation built, those core things that you want to achieve and accomplish and go after should now just roll into 2025. But how can you execute on them better? How can you stick to the things that you're saying? How can you improve on the things? And so this could just be my backwards view on it, and people could be like, no, but a vision board is this, and no, a social media post is this, because I'm putting it out there, and great. I hope that's the case. I really do. But like, is there purpose and why behind it, or is it just something that you're putting out there because it looks good and feels good? These things that we're putting out there, whether it's in a checklist, whether it's in a vision board, whether it's in a social media post, make sure that those things are something that are truly what you're passionate about, truly what you want to go after, truly what you want to achieve, and not what anybody else does. Because if you don't have that passion behind it, if you don't have that charisma behind it, if you don't have that excitement behind it, then eventually it's going to fade off. And so really hone in on those things that like mean something to you. I was having a conversation today about this, and we were going back and forth on like why I view it this way and why they might view it a little different, or what they took away from the statement that I said. And one thing that they told me is that they heard recently to, instead of focusing on getting better at the things that you're not good at, focus on getting better at the things that you're great at already. And I was like, what the hell? I was like, dude, that makes so much sense. And so as I started thinking about it, as we were having a conversation, I was like, that's how we go about training our clients. That's how we go about living a healthy, happier lifestyle. Is if somebody comes to me and they're like, hey, I want to get in shape. I want to start, getting healthier. I want to be happier. I just feel like I'm always in a slump. And how can I do that? And we focus on these key little things. But when it comes to like a fitness perspective, since it's easy to kind of like relate and everybody can envision it, is if you came to me and were like, I want to start being more active. And I was like, what is the one activity that you hate the most? And you were like, running. And I came back and I was like, great. We're going to have you run 4 days a week. You know what would happen? And I know that this is a fact because we have went this route with people that don't listen and take our advice when we train them and we bring them on as clients. What would happen is for that first week, you will hit every single one. You'll go out there like, oh yeah, I'm going to run. 3-4 days a week, I'm going to run. That's what's in my program. But then as that program continues and week 2 comes, it's like, fuck, I don't want to go out there and run again. Oh, I hate this. My body's sore. Oh, I hate this. I don't feel better. Oh, I hate this because it is boring. Whatever that is. Then week 3 is going to come. Now you're only going to be hitting 1 or 2 of those runs. Week 4 is going to come and you're probably not even going to hit one of them. And then next thing you know, it's like, all right, month 2 comes. Hey, you better kick it into gear. I thought we were going to run 3-4 days a week. Yeah, I'll get back to it. You run that first week and then pretty much quit after that. It's status quo of how the human brain works. When we are forced to do something we don't like to do, we try to figure a way out on how not to do it. And so the way that we train, the way that we bring on our clients and things we do, it's like, hey, we want to get your heart rate up. We want to do some cardio with you. You hate running. Guess what? We're not going to have you run, and you're still going to get results that you want to see paired with all these other things. So what do you like doing? You like riding a bike? Nah, I hate it. All right. You like going out for a walk? Kind of. Like, I like hiking a lot more, but I don't get out and do it that much. Cool. We're going to start hiking. Or no, hiking's not it. Like, I really like to use the Stairmaster. Cool. Or no, I really like to use the bike. Perfect. Actually, Fred, I hate going to the gym. I hate using any equipment. But I really enjoyed playing basketball back in the day. There it is. Find a basketball league. I really like playing soccer. There it is. Find a soccer league. And then you get out there and you're doing the thing that you love to do. And so now when you're thinking of cardio, you're thinking, oh, I'm going to go play a pickup game of basketball. Oh, I'm going to go and play a pickup game of soccer. Hey, I'm going to meet my friend out on the trail and we're going to go for a hike this week. And that's how you build progress, because that's the thing that you like. And so if you start doing something that you like, if you start doing something that you're passionate at, it's going to transition to other areas of your life. It's going to enhance them. It's going to make them better. It's going to improve them because now you're stimulating your brain. Now you're doing things that you like to do and you're seeing results that are tied to your goals, your dreams, your aspirations. And so it's fueling you to be like, how can I do more of this? How can I get more? I have all this energy and all I'm doing, I got this weight loss. I'm eating healthier. I'm seeing results and all I'm doing is playing basketball. But all you're doing is playing basketball is now making you be like, oh shoot, I'm not sitting on my couch. I'm getting more steps. I'm getting outside to go somewhere. I have camaraderie because I'm talking to the people there. Oh man, I didn't order out tonight. Instead, I cooked dinner. And now it's affecting multiple areas in your life. And so whether you create content, whether you are building your entrepreneurial lifestyle, or whether you are going after fitness goals, whatever it looks like, or trying to improve your faith, whatever it looks like, figure out the habits that you can put in place to then be able to see the results that you want to see and that what you're yearning for. So again, paint the big picture. Create the vision boards. They're great. Create the checklists. They're great. Have the New Year's resolutions. They're great. But they're only great if you put action behind them to make them sustainable, to see the end result. That's that picture on that vision board. That's that checklist on the checklist, or the check on the checklist. That's the check next to the social media post. But if you go from wanting this to wanting that, and you don't establish something in between there to be able to make that happen, it's not going to come to life, and it's just going to die out. So I guess my main point is, like, do the things that motivate you, but be realistic. If you've done this for 3 years and you realize at the end of the year that, you know, these vision boards are great, but none of my visions are coming true, or none of my social media posts are coming through, or none of the things that I'm talking about to my friends are coming true because I just keep quitting or giving up, take a step back and realize that it's okay, because you're learning a lot during that. But then figure out a way that you can actually make that sustainable and happen. It's like the Ironman. 3 years ago, I would not have signed up for an Ironman. Because what is an Ironman? It's biking, it's swimming, biking, and running. I hate swimming, I hate running, and I enjoy biking. Why would I have signed up for that 3 years ago? I didn't even want to go out and run a mile. But guess what? I went out 3 years ago, ran a mile here, joined the boys here, ran a couple miles there. Oh, signed up for a 5K, did a 10K. And then the next year came and it was like, oh, let me try a little bit more. Start running more, get encouraged because I start feeling better. It's feeling different. Running's a little bit more enjoyable. So I'm like, ooh, what is this? Next thing you know, I signed up for a half marathon. And again, big step, but like in the grand scheme of things, it's over a very long extended period of time. Next thing you know, I signed up for an Ironman or a half marathon. And I hated the training. God, I hate running. Running sucks. No, Tone, I don't want to come out and do this fucking run with you. No, Dylan, I don't want to go and run with you. Oh, Justin, we can cut this short. No, Justin, I don't want to come running with you today. That was my mindset. Like, I didn't want to run. Lo and Amanda would try and get me to run. I wouldn't run. I hated running. But guess what? I did the half marathon, and it unlocked a different thing in my brain. But I wouldn't have been able to complete that half marathon if I didn't simply put action into the habits that I was setting forth. Whereas instead of going out and beating my body and getting the 7 miles, maybe I went out there and just got a couple miles to get it in, to get something in, to get some sort of movement in. But then again, over years, that compounded, and now I'm like, whoa, I'm finding enjoyment in running. I'm getting excited when I have to go run. I get to be outside in nature. I get to be on the treadmill and watch something. Like, there's different things that you start looking forward to and that you start realizing, like, whoa, 3 years ago, I would have never had this mindset. I would have never had these positive thoughts. I would have never had any of this around running. But because I started and I put action into the different habits and implemented something into my lifestyle that fit what I was doing, it's now got me signing up for races. It's now got me looking at local races that I want to do this year. It's got me doing all these different things that I didn't think. And then that is accompanied by healthier eating, because I know that that'll help and enhance it. That's got me wanting to go harder in my business that I'm trying to build. That's got me thinking differently than I ever have on goals and dreams of what these other areas can come to. So again, I shit on the fucking list in the beginning. I shit on the fucking vision board in the beginning. I shit on the social media posts in the beginning to draw you in to hopefully hear this message or rant or whatever you want to call it that I have put behind those things. Because yes, they are great. We all have to dream big. We all have to have visions. We all have to enhance our life. We all have to want to strive for more. But be the person that strives for more and actually goes and gets it. Don't be the person that just stays comfortable. There's so many people I know that are like, oh, I do this so hard, or oh, I'm so busy here, or oh, I do a blah, blah. They can do more. Are you where you want to be yet? No, you can do more. So do more. It's just like when I think of like social media and like the stuff that I'm doing to try and portray this, I have failed miserably at capitalizing on social media the way that I could, because it's uncomfortable, because I don't like it, because of what was going on is I didn't have that thing that was like passionate behind it. It was all forced content. It was all forced things that I was doing. But because I had the habits in place to be like, oh, I got to post today. Oh, I got to do this today. It's now got me to a point where I'm looking at it differently. I'm thinking of it differently. I'm taking advice from other people. All these things are starting to align where hopefully I see more traction. Hopefully I see more growth, because we're going to be building these different things out within DTI that's going to encompass all of it. But I had to go through that journey. But again, 2022 goals just rolled into 23, but I wanted to make them better. The sun is so brutal. 2023 goals rolled into 2024, but I wanted to make them better. My 2024 goals are rolling into 2025, but I want to make them better. I want to go bigger. I want to go harder. I want to do all these things because it's what I'm truly passionate about. It's what I truly care about. I'm doing it for myself and nobody else. You have to be passionate about the things that you're doing, about the things that you're putting out, about the things that you're going to achieve. Because if you're not passionate about it, then you don't care about it. It's just going to be a stint in your life, and you're going to look back and be like, oh, fuck. I wish I would have focused on this area or that area. So all I'm saying in this message is the vision boards are great. The fucking New Year's resolutions are all great. All this stuff is great, but I just want you to implement a foundation so that way those things that you're putting on those different areas actually come true, actually come to fruition, and are actually bettering you and your life for what you want it to be. So go out there, get all you can get this year, be relentless, be intentional. Shout out to my guy Chad. Every time I say that now, I think of you, my guy. It's catchy. So be intentional and just go out there and have the desire to inspire. Live your dream, live your why, go after what you want to, but make sure that you have a foundation set. Build those habits around it. You will see the success, you will see the progress, and you will see things come to light that you never thought could be achieved, but actually were because of the discipline that you had. So much love. Have the desire to inspire. Start the year off strong. But make sure if you start it strong, you finish it strong. And you will do that through the habits you set in place every single day. You guys are going to hear me say habits 500,000 times this year, and I do not care because it has simply changed my life from me hating myself 6 years ago to me loving life right now and realizing that anything is possible, any change can happen, any dream, desire, aspiration, influence can happen if you go after what's truly meant here and in here to you. I love y'all. Go out there and achieve what you were meant to achieve. 2025, be good to us all. Love you, baby.